Hello, lovely. Before we hop into today's episode, I want to make a very special announcement for all my self aware single ladies who are ready to attract the love of their lives. If you've already tried all the things, like you read the books, you listened to the podcast, maybe you did therapy, yet you still can't seem to attract or keep an emotionally available man who's on your level, who's ready for commitment, and modern dating feels harder than ever, maybe even to the point that you are ready to swear it off, then we have just the thing for you. The Dating Decoded course is finally here. So, this course is going to help you demystify modern dating and uncover any blocks that are standing in the way of you calling in your man and creating your dream love life, because it's about time. All you got to do is go to datingdecodedcourse.com to grab the course and join the community. The link is also in the show notes, and I can't wait to see you inside. All right, enjoy today's episode. We have a unique opportunity at the beginning of each year and at the beginning of any phase, at the beginning of a month, at the beginning of our period, at the beginning of a moon cycle, at the beginning of a day, at the beginning of a moment, to create something new. And since we are all in the ritual of setting intentions and really, really calling a lot of intention to who we are and how we show up in this time of year, we're going to take an opportunity to do that. All right, so go ahead and allow your eyes to close. And find yourself seated comfortably. And for this first moment, just notice how you feel. Bring your awareness to any sensations that you might be feeling in your body, any flavors that you might be tasting in your mouth, any emotions that might be flowing through you, even any thoughts that are in your mind. And take a slow, deep breath in through the nostrils, as if you could breathe all the way down to your tailbone, allowing the belly to expand and the pelvic floor to relax. Noticing any tension that might be in the body, and if it feels okay to release it, just gently letting it go with each breath. And with each breath in, allowing the belly to expand, allowing the body to relax just a little more. And in a very relaxed, very easeful, very authentic state, just call to heart without thinking too much. What's one thing you want to create in your dating and love life in 2024? Just one single thing. First thing that comes up intuitively, let it be easy. And hold that there. And imagine you could take that thing out of your mind as a thought, and you can pull it down from your third eye right in front of you, right in front of your heart, as if this thought becomes a thing. And then imagine seeing this thing, however it looks, whatever color or shape it is, if it's the words themselves, it takes on a character. And just see this one thing, your heart's desire, right in front of you, right in front of your heart. And as you take each breath in and each breath out, imagine just sending love from your heart into this desire. whether it feels natural to do or not, all you have to do is just listen to the words that I'm saying and trust that this is working exactly how it's meant to for you. With each breath out, sending that energy out through your heart into this desire and watching it become wrapped up in your love, wrapped up in your presence and your awareness. And this desire just grows so big. And notice how you feel as you watch this desire grow, simply by breathing and sending some love. Notice if it creates excitement, or if you happen to smile. Even notice if it feels difficult to imagine. Whatever is here is perfect. Taking 3 more slow, deep breaths at your own pace to send this desire of love, awareness, and presence. Really noticing how you feel. And seeing this desire one more time in front of you, blowing some kisses and heart love right to it. And then just reaching out ever so gently, pulling this desire back into you. You may pull it into your heart, into your womb. You may put it in your pocket or back in through your third eye. Know that it gets to stay here and live here. And each time you reflect on it or think about it, it's going to grow this desire inside of you even more, allowing you to continue to generate feelings of joy or anticipation or excitement. Just feel that rested and nestled nicely inside of you, right where it belongs. Take a slow, deep breath in and out with a sigh. And now we're going to have you reflect on another thing. So you've got that desire, it's juicy, it's planted there. Now just call to mind and let it be natural, let it be intuitive, let it be easy. What's the main thing you think is holding you back from having that desire fulfilled right now? Again, just let it be intuitive. No need to think too hard. You already know. What is it that appears to be in the way? What do you think is standing as an obstacle between you and this desire fulfilled? And again, just noticing how you feel as this comes to mind for you. Notice if that feeling is different than how you felt when feeling your desire. Notice if any sensations or breathing patterns have changed, or if any contraction or shrinking has appeared, or if there's any tension. All of it is beautiful. And go ahead and, again, pull this out through your third eye and place it in front of you, just so you can see what's here. And all we're doing is just shining the light of our awareness on whatever this might be. And imagine shining a beam of light out through the center of your forehead, where your third eye or intuitive center sits, almost like you have a headlamp on. And take this shining light of your consciousness and shine it into the crevices where it doesn't usually shine. Whatever this block or obstacle may be, could be a belief, a thought, or a fear. Maybe it's a habit. And take a moment in your mind's eye to imagine walking around it. So you're getting a 360 perspective of whatever this thing might be. Perhaps it's even a circumstance that you're convinced can't be changed. Something that you feel at the mercy of. Whatever it is, we're just very gently checking it out. Because anything that we bring into the light of our awareness no longer operates in our shadow, no longer plays out with unconsciousness, because we are bringing consciousness to it. Now take a moment to step back from it. See if the angle looks different or your perspective changes. Maybe try taking a step towards it. Maybe there's a tiny detail that you get to observe. And then go ahead and, if it feels okay, lay on the ground and take a look underneath it. And then if it feels okay, come back up and imagine you're taking a step stool. You're stepping up and elevating yourself, and you're peering down over it. All we're doing is trying to notice what we don't usually like seeing in the gentlest way we can. And then you can come down off the step stool and place it aside. And then take a few steps back and imagine that you're looking at it like an art piece in a museum gallery. The way that you would be in awe when you looked at a famous painting, just noticing every detail with neutrality, but with wonder. And collect any insights from this that you're being given naturally and intuitively. Allow yourself to receive all the wisdom that is meant for you in this experience. all the perspectives, even if they feel uncomfortable. Go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in. Really come back into the body. And we'll let this be dealer's choice. You decide if you want to take this thing and bring it back into you the way that you did with your desire, or if there's something else you want to do with it. Do you want to thank it and let it go? Do you want to give it a little blow and allow it to dissolve into thin air? Something else. Feels like something you're ready to let go of. You can bring it to your own burial ritual, fire ritual. Do be sure to thank it and give it gratitude for whatever ways it served you. And remember that you can always come back to this place of really checking out your heart's desire, really checking out what might be getting in the way of you fulfilling your heart's desire. Noting that your heart's desire always wants to be fulfilled, and anything that gets in the way is probably trying to protect you and keep you safe. 3 more slow, deep breaths in and out at your own pace, allowing your belly to expand, allowing any tension in the body to dissipate. That feels okay. And then lastly, placing your hands somewhere intuitively on your body that would love to experience and feel your touch. Take this moment to just be with yourself. A sweet moment of intimacy, a sweet moment of intentionality, of courage, of presence. Taking one more slow, deep breath in and out. Bringing movement slowly back into the body, doing anything that feels nourishing. Letting out a yawn, a sigh, a sound, a stretch. And then whenever you're ready, coming. Beautiful. We're taking you through this process because often we don't really sit with some of our desires. That practice has been trained out of us. We often allow our mind to go to quote unquote practical things. What needs to be done today? What needs to happen at work? Who do we need to take care of? What groceries do we need to get? Etc. We don't often let ourselves daydream because we've been told that it's just fantasy or that we need to come back to reality. And often when we let ourselves really daydream and desire and go for something, then a whole host of experience comes up sometimes on the backside of that. Is it going to happen? What if it doesn't happen? What if it happens and then I lose it? What if it happens, then I keep it and then I don't feel deserving of it? All of the things when we think about desire. And so y'all have heard me say this before. Part of the experience of desire is noticing and recognizing and feeling the gap that exists between us and that which we desire. It's not often that we desire something that we already have. Sometimes we do. We might desire more of it. We might desire it differently. Often we really yearn and want and long for something that we perceive we lack. And it's not that perceiving lack is bad. It's just that is a part of the DNA of desire. To feel desire, we also have to recognize that it's something that we desire. And that's beautiful. So when we can hold both truths to be equally valuable, then we get to just experience the entire experience of it. And then on the other side of that, when we take a moment to notice what could be getting in the way of us just going for it and really deciding that we get to have that we're worthy of having that, when we take a moment to notice what thoughts, feelings, beliefs, habits, behaviors might be in the way or might be incongruent with us having the desire, it's not bad. We're not bad. We're not wrong or shameful. We're just noticing. And the more we can be aware of what at one point was in our blind spot, the more we can just operate in truth and reality. And this is something that's been a huge practice of mine in these last few years, because it's very easy and tempting to just avoid the hard stuff and just keep our minds elsewhere. So I think we all kind of know what that can be like sometimes. A hard conversation, a hard thought, feeling. So all we're trying to do is titrate ourselves toward being able to tolerate the witnessing and observation of this thing. All right, babe. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, this New Year meditation to attract love, and the brief teaching that came after it. This was actually a snippet inside our Aligned Attraction Mentorship Program. This was a part of one of our calls. And at the beginning of the call, we led the women through this beautiful meditation, and we spent the rest of the call talking about what they're creating in love and helping them completely deconstruct their blocks to creating that for themselves in 2024. If this is work you're interested in doing because you want to be surrounded by a badass crew of women and you want expert support from Ani and myself in creating your dream love life, then join us inside the Aligned Attraction Mentorship Program. You can find all of the juicy details you need by going to insidealignedattraction.com, and that will be in the show notes for you. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love and good vibes.